general, what do you, and I'm talking to the fans of Disneyland, what do you want? Like, what are the big wants? The changes? What is the voice of the people when it comes down to Disneyland? Like, what is the voice? What does everybody want? And that's what I created today. I created, obviously, super simple right here. Disneyland to-do list, wishful thinking. So I want to brainstorm with all of you today. What's up, Christy? I want to brainstorm with all of you and create a to-do list. Midweek bonfire. What's up, Sarah? The Muppet Show was good. Captured the classic Muppets. I haven't seen it yet. I will before I go to bed. I don't know if is it like one episode or is it multiple episodes? I have no idea. I do like Muppets. I'm not crazy about it, but I like Muppets. I'll be at Disneyland in 5 weeks. 5 weeks. That kind of falls under Star Wars time, right? Season of the Force. What's up, Christina? No reservation. I guess I should just start off with that one, right? No reservations. I doubt that there's a crowd of people that are like, we like reservation. Like this is our jam. Reservations are good. Like, is there anybody that falls under that? I assure hell no, do not. I do not fall under that. I can't even think of a reason I want reservations. Yeah, no reservations is for sure one. That has to be number one, right? Vapor rub and salt for mosquito bites. Yeah, I got to get on that. I got it's right on my ankle. It's just so annoying. It's like I can't help but not think about it. Remove reservations. Yep. Seems like that's a constant one. Some good French fries. I know. What a weird one, right? All right. So that's the idea of today. Is I want to hear your guys' ideas. It doesn't necessarily have to be something big or something small, but what is something you would like Disneyland to change or Disneyland to add, Disneyland to build, Disneyland to reimagine? What are some things? I'm curious how long this list would get. And I'm talking about the current Disneyland right now, February 2026. I want to hear what you guys have to say. So we'll put that on there for Amy. Why is my font all of a sudden small? Good French fries. I'm so used to typing fires. All right, we'll go with good French fries because I totally agree. Tomorrowland 3.0. Tomorrowland 3.0. I think that is, everybody wants that. Everybody. A reimagining of that land to bring it to the current tomorrow. You know what I mean? Yeah, we got Palm Tree saying the same thing. More rare and classic characters. Give me some examples, Brian. Like, what do you mean by that? More rare and classic characters. I almost want to say, like, doesn't Disneyland do classic character? They got Pinocchio, the Evil Queen, Snow White. Like, they got quite a bit of classic stuff. Let's see. Fireworks back at after hour nights. I could totally fireworks in after dark events. Yeah, I miss that a lot. To me, that was kind of a determining factor on the Star Wars night. It's kind of like you're taking away the fireworks and you're charging more money. I never understood that move. That was not good. What's up, Pete? You made it. You made it. Barbara, lower ticket prices. I would put that on here, but I don't feel like they're already doing it. You get a $50 ticket. There's $50. There was a $200 3-day park hopper or something. That's pretty cheap. So I'm gonna say that they already did that. They already did that. Thank you, Darnell. Hit the like button if you're just joining in and join the conversation. Thicker toilet paper. It's a weird subject, but yeah, I agree. The toilet paper is, God, it's like sometimes I catch myself from cussing. Toilet paper's terrible. It's so skinny and like, honestly, it's just like you have to use more to get the job done. And you best believe people are blowing up these bathrooms everywhere. All the Disney food, it ain't the best for you. But yeah, the toilet paper, you could honestly like see through toilet paper at Disneyland. It's they have gone cheap AF. And it's so weird because, I guess it's not weird, but you go to like Disneyland hotel bathrooms, all nice toilet paper everywhere. Even Trader Sam's, they got that 3-ply or whatever, the thick toilet paper. But yeah, toilet paper, it sucks. It's not a good experience. I'll just leave it at that. Oh man. All right, let's keep going. More shade at Disney? Give me some specifics. I feel like there's no shade at DCA. I would tend to be more DCA no shade. We need a dragon back. Yeah, we got to put that. I don't know how that should have been higher. Dragon back in Fantasmic. It's a shame it's taken this long. When did that happen? Like, how long ago was this dragon YouTube? I still can't believe that happened, man. Fantasmic Fire. Where's my video? Right here. Yesterday for the second. Where is it? Look at that. Oh God. Oh, I can't even look at this fire right here. Oh, what is this video? I went the very day after, like literally. So April 22nd, 2023. We're going to go on almost pretty much 3 years. 3 years, and they haven't replaced the dragon. 3 freaking years. That's crazy. All right, let's keep going. I'm not gonna go deeper than that. Yeah, we hate reservations. Everybody hates reservations. It's so stupid. At this point, it's stupid. It's so stupid. I'm not going to go into the reservation talk. It gets ugly. We need music entertainment. Give me an example. I feel like they do that already because they got the Disneyland band. They got those dudes that are like usually in like America clothes doing stuff. I don't know their names. They used to have the bootstrappers, the pirates singers and stuff. I don't know if they do that anymore. No 11 a.m. park hopping rule. Man, I hate that rule. Why do we even have that? Yeah, I'll put that on the list. No 11 a.m. park hopper rule. That's a good one. Um, that rule sucks. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of that. People mover. Yeah, I just kind of throw that in there with the Tomorrowland. Uh, a better fast lane system. Uh, I've had many conversations about this, about like since Josh came to be. So yesterday, uh, I could see reservations disappear, but I don't think paid fast pass, paid lightning lanes, I don't think that ever goes away. It just makes so much money, and people are accustomed to paying for that now, even though it used to be free. Fast pass was free, and then it became max pass, and then it is what it is now. Uh, Let me see. A show at the Hyperion Theater. Ain't that the true way? Wow. A show at the Hyperion Theater. It's like you're talking evil words when you say that. Let me say. Better quality pizza at Pizza Planet. I feel like they never will. Dude, that pizza has sucked always. I don't even want to put it on the list. I feel like they'll never do it. That one, I feel like they'll never do it. We got a super chat. Darnell W. Start work on Tomorrowland before starting new projects. Man. I think I've mentioned this already, like maybe once. I don't know if I've said it more than once. It's already been said that like Bob Chapek literally was like, he was the ender of Tomorrowland, whatever they were going to do. I don't know what the plans were. I have no clue. But there was going to be money pumped into Tomorrowland, and specifically at Disneyland. Disneyland Tomorrowland. Bob Chapek put an end to that real quick. Never happened. And I always say, the longer we go and Tomorrowland gets no love, the more Bob Chapek was right. With whatever the hell his theory was, his vision of Tomorrowland doesn't need to be redone or reworked or rethemed, or doesn't need any big money in there. Bob Chapek's just right even more as time goes on, because all the people after Bob Chapek, they're not doing nothing in a Tomorrowland. I don't really consider Autopia becoming electric. Who the hell asked for that? Who knows if that even happens? They said that was supposed to happen this year. I don't think it does. But I heard, this is just a rumor, pure rumor, all right, pure rumor, that there was talks about bringing Tomorrowland to life again. Whatever they had envisioned for this, I don't want to say a new Tomorrowland because it's really not going to be, but just a Tomorrowland that received a lot of love. And maybe there is changes that happen. And it was denied. It was denied again. It was just ain't going to happen. And I heard that was recent. Like, it wasn't that long ago. And now that, like, Josh is CEO, I almost feel like Josh denied it. I almost feel like Josh was part of that denial. I didn't think that way about a week ago, but now that Josh is the boss, I almost want to say it was Josh. Maybe Josh and Bruce Vaughn's and whoever the hell finances Disney, they're just like, Tomorrowland already makes a lot of money. Why would we do anything to it? It's perfect the way it is. And at the same time, they're probably just eyeing the Avatar and the Avengers and the Coco, and they don't care about Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland is always packed, sells a lot of lightning lanes, and it probably never change. It's always going to be packed. It's sad to say things like that, but I bet you that's literally how they think. They think like just like that. All right. Next year is the 50th of Space Mountain. Wow, I had no idea. New and different parades. New and different parades. Okay, I'll put that down. We just got Magic Happens. I'm just saying. And even though it's a reuse, the Pixar parade, technically new, kinda, but bunch of reuse. But I'll put that on there. Brian says characters that aren't as big like Big Bad Wolf, Brother Bear, Treasure Planet, Black Cauldron, Hunchback. What's crazy is we used to have some of those characters. I have a photo with the big bad wolf. Like I don't feel like that was a rare character back then. But yeah, all that stuff kind of disappeared. I'm gonna say bring back Ghost Galaxy every spooky season. Man, I'll put that on there. I agree. Ghost Galaxy Space Mountain. Yeah. I don't know why we don't get that back. So weird. So weird. So I'm making this list, and then we're going to talk about some of this stuff, all right? Oh, gosh. It goes right through your fingers. I feel like everybody knows what I'm talking about when I say those words right there. Let's see. They need a Charmin sponsorship. I must be very behind in the chat, so I'm gonna try to catch up a little bit. Let me see. What's up, Savage Baka? Bring back early entry for hotel guests. That's crazy. Bring back early entry hotel guests. Did we lose that already? I feel like we just lost that. Like it went into effect, right? Where now you just get a lightning lane. Even if you stay 5 days at Disneyland, you get one lightning lane. So enjoy yourself on wherever that lightning lane will take you. More perks for magic key holders. Events only for key holder. You know, one idea I have, I feel like it'd be really good idea. I feel like it's a good idea. I don't know the logistics because I don't know how many Inspire key holders there are. But this is just an idea. If you have an Inspire key, you buy an Inspire key. I think one of the perks should be you could go to one after dark event of your choice. That's like a perk. You get to go to one after dark event of your choice. Whichever one it is. It's up to you. Some people are like, you're crazy. That's ridiculous. It's not ridiculous. Universal Studios Hollywood, Halloween Horror Nights. You could go to... honestly, it's a lot of days that ticket is worth. If you have a platinum, you get a ticket to Horror Nights, and they give you so many different days that you could go. I feel like a good idea would be to apply it to After Dark event. But I like the idea of like you choose whichever one you go to, instead of like everybody's just locked into I don't know Star Wars night or whatever. I think it'd be a cool perk. I just don't know how many Inspire key holders there are. So like would that wreck After Dark events? I don't know. But I think it's a good idea. I honestly feel a lot of people, it would almost feel like a lot of people would be like, dang, I'm buying an Inspire key because I go to any After Dark event. You know, they're only $1,900 right now. A perk like that would be nice. Brad, this is a good one right here. Bring back fire to the castle. Yeah, bring back fire effects to the castle. Yeah, we don't get that no more. They got whack ass smoke or mist. I almost want to say it's like mist. Damn, Lorcana Card Center. Dude, I feel like Lorcana's struggling. One of the shops I follow on Instagram, they're like, I could have sworn it said like 20%. Like they're just discounting whatever Lorcana they had. And I was shocked. I'm like, I thought Lorcana was doing good, but I don't know. I'm not in that world. Let me see. Entertainment inside Golden Horseshoe. Man, we don't get that no more. Horseshoe. Yeah. I remember, we used to have the pianist in there. I almost feel like there was like a show, right? There was like a show, like literally a show. Let me see if I can find it. I'm just curious. Golden Horseshoe Show, Disneyland. Damn, man, we don't get that no more. This is from Daps Magic 13 years ago. A salute to the Golden Horseshoe Review.
To start our salute to the Golden Horseshoe Review. So please.
You trained him well. Give him an encouragement.
What kind of show? What kind of shows you got at this establishment? Wait. They had a live band? Look how many performers are right here. I never saw this show. The one I'm thinking was like 3 people. What the heck is this?
Say audience. No. Oh, I know.
Was this like an After Dark event or something? What the heck? That is not the show I was thinking of. I'm thinking more of this show right here.
He shouted, remember the...
Yes! Hey, this dude works at Knott's right here. This is the show I was thinking of. What is that? 3 people and the pianist. It was so good. We don't get that no more at all. All these empty stages everywhere at Disneyland. We just don't get that no more. Dang, Golden Horseshoe just collapsed. All right, I'm just reading. Bring back Season of Light. I know, dude. Disaster. Let's see. I'm just reading through all these. Faster security process. I'll put it down. Faster security process. I haven't really had too many issues with security lately, but I'll put it down. I know that's always a thing. Let me see. Different layovers for Smuggler's Run. New layovers for Smuggler's Run. We are going to have Mandalorian. It's going to be very interesting, the Mandalorian Grogu. That season 3 was a disaster. It's like, what the hell was this? And I remember when I watched it, I was like, am I the only one that didn't like that? A lot of people did not like it. And it's kind of weird because it's like we left that bad taste in your mouth, but then we're going into a movie for whatever reason. And I guess you could say it was in Boba Fett a little, but I feel like there's no momentum for Mandalorian Grogu. I could be wrong somehow. I could be wrong, but I don't think there's any momentum for that movie. Pedro Pascal fatigue. My God, I feel like that's a real thing. I have Pedro Pascal fatigue. Bring back annual pass holder night events like they used to have pass holder only hours for Haunted Mansion. I remember that. Magic Key. Where should we put that? Magic Key night events like Haunted Mansion 10 to 12 only magic keys. All right, I'll put that in there. That's a good one. I totally forgot that was a perk. It's been so long since we've had something like that. Oh, man. They need to bring back old PA announcer voice. I don't know why. I hate the new one. Does it bug you that much? I don't know. I haven't really cared. I never in my mind I'm like, God, I hate this guy. A time I do hear audio and I'm just like, I hate this. Mickey's Mixed Magic. I just get that out of here. There's a big one. Mickey's Not So Scary at Disneyland. Oh my gosh. Mickey's Not So Scary at Disneyland. I'm going to put a please. God. Just Sunset Oogie Boogie Bash. But the problem, everybody buys tickets. So it's like Disneyland, to them, it's like, why would we ever change? These people, we put the crappiest characters out there and they like it. Crazy, man. Let me see. I'm just reading right now. All right, we got a lot of words here. One thing I want them to do is to revamp of extraterrestrial alien encounter, but this time focused on Wayland Yutani using a science. What are we talking about? A science guinea pigs for hungry xenomorph in a test tube. I just feel like the current Disney, they would never do any of that. Maybe at DCA that could fly, but at Disneyland, I don't think so. Let me see. Kitty Cat. No more reservations and a complete overhaul of the completely messed up DOS program with no more discrimination against people with disabilities. I'll put that on there. That for sure has to revamp of DOS. That's a huge one. I don't know if that gets talked about a lot. I have no idea. But I know that's huge because those DOS changes, when they happen, very angry, upset people. I guess you could say if people that qualified and all of a sudden do not qualify, it's like all of a sudden the one thing you love now it's like difficult for you, and the answer is, well, just pay the DOS. You could buy the DOS. You could still get these things. You just have to pay for it. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody, especially if like you're in the DOS eligibility. But yeah, I'll put that on there. Get rid of Nemo. Man, I don't think they ever will. Honestly, I don't think they ever will. Let's see. Nothing major can be done in Disneyland because it's grandfathered in for a lot of allowances. That is very true. That is a lot of stuff that Disneyland gets away with is because it's old. It just wouldn't fly if they had to bring some things to life again. Because then like they would have to do, it would be like 2026 codes, right? But yeah, I get what you're saying. They get away with a lot. It's kind of crazy. Stop cavalcades. They're boring and time wasting. I like cavalcades. I like cavalcades because it's like at least they're trying. It's not a parade, but they're trying. Let me see. I think Josh is savvy enough to know that Tomorrowland 3.0 is something people want. He may not do anything right away, but I bet he mentions it as something they are considering. Maybe boot out Star Wars from Tomorrowland. I don't think so. I just don't think Star Tours will ever get the boot. It's a ride that's old and it stays current because they've added so many stories over time. Like just recently, they did the whole Rey and Kylo Ren, and then it became Ahsoka, and then it became Mandalorian, and then it has what is it called? Andor was part of it a little bit. I just don't think Star Tours will ever get booted. It's just too important. It's just too important. All right. I am so behind. All right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom, and I'm going to work from the... hold on, we got a super chat. I'm sorry. In the chat, same-day cancellations and give Inspire Keys 2 weeks of Christmas back. You know, I almost don't want to put same-day cancellation because then that's like we're cool with reservation. I hate reservations. I'll put give Inspire Keys the 2 weeks back. Give Inspire Key the 2 weeks back in Christmas. Man, I miss dearly going to Disneyland on Christmas morning. That was like a tradition I had. I would wake up really early to rope drop, do a bunch of Christmas things. For whatever reason, I always in my mind was like, Disneyland's more special on Christmas. The 24th. To me, the 24th is Christmas. I know it's 25, but to me, it's 24. And I would do a bunch of Christmas stuff and take a couple gingerbread cookies home and, obviously spend my Christmas with my family. That has been just obliterated, destroyed. As a Magic Key holder, we're not allowed to go to Disneyland during Christmas. That sucks. I hate that. I hate it. I hate it so much. Bring back the Polynesian dinner show at Tiki Room. Man, I haven't heard somebody say that in a while. I'm shocked they took that away. I just feel like anything hotel related, like why would you budget cut any of that stuff? The hotels and all these DVC people, they're like your most loyal fans that spend a lot of money. But I'll put that on there. Bring back music entertainment at Tiki Room. Or I guess, should I put Trader Sam's? Technically Trader Sam's, right? Are we talking about Tiki Room, like Polynesian dinner show? Are we talking about Trader Sam's or are we talking about Tiki Room? Polynesian dinner? Hold on, let me look that up. That like stumped me. Polynesian dinner show, Tiki Room, Disneyland. Yeah, that stumped me. I was like, wait, I thought we were talking about Trader Sam's, but you're talking about Tiki Room. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think you're talking about Trader Sam's, Patrick. I'll put that on. I'll put it as Trader Sam's. That's what I'll do. Because if I'm not mistaken, I don't think those entertainment people are there anymore. I guess Trader Sam's just closed, right? Didn't it go down for refurb? Mondo Haunted Mansion Holiday return same time in August 22nd. Yeah, that's too much Haunted Mansion Holiday. God damn, it's like right in the heart of summer, August 22nd. Like it don't feel like Halloween. I'm just saying. Bring Merriest Nights again. Fireworks for Star Wars Night and updated Tomorrowland. Fast Pass kiosks. No park reservations. No blockout dates for Highest Magic Key. I feel like we got most of those in this list. I choose to ignore my season 3 in those Mando episodes of Boba Fett. Those episodes were good. Yeah, Mando in Boba Fett was good. I'm not going to deny that. But season 3 was garbage. Straight garbage. Let me see. I'm just reading. Bring Zombie Marvel. I know. We only got Captain America, and it was like, yeah, that's it. We'll never see that dude again. I'm reading. Bring Magic Key magnets back to in-person pickup at the parks. And I don't even know the last time I got to Disneyland. I'm looking at my refrigerator. I have a Magic Key magnet. It's like the one with the castle. But that might be like the last magnet. That might have been when like Magic Key first started, right? Florida, I feel like they get a magnet every day. Every day. I get a new magnet for Universal like every month too. I just got my what is it called? My Fast and Furious one. Let's see. All right, I'm just reading right now. Trying to catch the good ones. Bring back Rainforest Cafe. Does Rainforest Cafe even exist anymore? I don't even know where I would go if I wanted to do one. Super chat, George. Put that on. Bring back it. Put that on. I do like my magnets. like I'm looking at my fridge right now. I got King Kong, Peach, Luigi, Mario, Grinch, Studio Tour 60. I got all these magnets. That's just Universal. Disneyland, I got Magic Key. Wow, I got like a really old one. Look at this one. Oh, damn! This is like it's probably worth $100 right here. This one says AP. That's like the devil words of Disneyland right here. Look at this. Anybody got this one? Hold on, let me make myself bigger. Anybody got this one? Look at that. Dude, 65 years of magic. So that's not that long ago. But things were really nice. Oh man, AP. It feels a little weird to read those words or even say annual pass holder when we're talking Disney. But we got a super chat 20. Stop at 20! George, could you stop doing Universal Fast and Furious does not look that great? Could you stop doing Universal Fast and Furious does not look that great? Can you expand on that, George? You're not a fan? I'm a fan. I feel like for Fast and Furious, what the ride's actually going to be, we really haven't seen it. And that's one of the things that I'm just waiting on, which is the drift aspect of Fast and Furious. And they're not doing it. I don't know why. The drifting, they put to the city or the surrounding neighbors that they were going to do that last week or last month. And it didn't happen, at least not in the public eye. Maybe it happened after dark. But today they started testing again, finally. But no drifting. There's been some rumor that there's issues with the drift aspect of this ride, and I'm really starting to believe that. I hope there's no setbacks. But they're doing, I guess you could say, new technology, especially with those ride vehicles, you know. But what we've seen of Fast and Furious, we really haven't seen what it's going to look like. You know, the speed, the turnings, if there's music element to it, I don't know. So there's still a lot of unknowns. I just want to say that. But yeah, because there's a lot of people that are like, it's not even that fast. Universal already put that it's going to go 72 miles an hour. That's pretty damn fast. That's pretty fast. We got a super chat from Turbo Man. Bring back McDonald's fries. We went from God mode to straight garbage. The current French fries at Disneyland are terrible. They leave like a cheapy feel and taste in your mouth, like just some nasty refrigerated garbage. I hate them. I hate the fries, the current fries. You know, I say all these things and I'm like, I think to myself, like, if I'm a person that comes for one day, does it really matter if it's good or bad fries? My heart would say yes. I feel like those are probably the people to impress the most. The people that come for one day. Because I feel like leaving a good impression on these people that come for one day, it's valuable, because say they do go home with like, man, I got to do so many rides. I had that burger and fries at Smoke Jumper Grill. It was so good. And I met characters and I saw a parade. You know what? I want to go back to Disneyland, you know, like that. I feel like instead of like, man, I didn't get on any rides. My burger and French fries sucked, and they were $20. I didn't even get a drink. I got water because I didn't want to spend more than $20. You know, that person's not coming back to Disneyland anytime soon. I'll put that on the list. That's a good one. McDonald's French fries make a return. Man, this list is getting kind of long. Look up Tahitian Terrace. It was a dinner show where Tropical Hideaway is now. Let me see. Tahitian Terrace, Disneyland. Let's go to this Yesterland. Tahitian Terrace. Did anybody ever dine here? Anybody ever go to Tahitian Terrace? What time? We're talking, wow, 1964? Are you for real? That long ago? Wow, I thought this was more like 20 years ago. Dang. Wow, I never seen this. right here. Look at that. Damn. What is this thing right here? What is that? Welcome to Kikoman. Welcome from Kikoman. Huh. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this entertainment going on right here. Wow. Damn, look at these prices. Monte Cristo, $1.50. Yeah, a broiled teriyaki steak, $3.25. Wow. Look how cool this menu is in general. Look at this. Oh man. Things have changed quite a bit. 1962. Yeah, I'm going to go on a limb and say they'll never do this. It's just like Tropical Hideaway is just like, I don't even know what to say, like supplanted itself now. I just don't ever see them changing it. Let's see. Rainforest Cafe is still a thing. There's one in Walt Disney World, though Disneyland one had its building reused for Star Wars Shop. Yeah, I was trying to think of like where would I go to do a Rainforest Cafe. I don't know. I couldn't even think of where to go. I guess Walt Disney World. A remastered World of Color original with new segments alongside returning Muppet Vision. You know, I'm gonna put that. I was talking with somebody about this, about World of Color, like World of Color original. The people that have done World of Color, you know, their hearts are probably in really great places. But I honestly feel like they haven't been good. They're not good. I don't feel nothing when I watch these things. World of Color 1, World of Color Happy. They just do nothing for me. And I was like, if they can't figure it out, I think that is a good idea to go back to World of Color original and just add to it. Just add to it. Don't even take nothing away. Just add to it. I don't think people would mind it being like 5 minutes longer. I think it'd be a good idea, honestly. So I'll put that in there. World of Color original with added segments. I think it'd be a great idea. Who said that? Enzo? I like that idea. I love physical. Okay, I keep seeing this. I'm just going to put it in there. Bring back physical passes for Magic Keys. You know, I keep reading that. Like, I don't know how many times it's been in there. I feel like it's been in there a lot. Like people want to be like, I got my magic key. This right here. I get to go to the happiest place on earth. This thing right here. Let me scan it. Click. I could go into Disneyland now. Everybody wants it. They want it back. I used to the I don't even know what it was called anymore. I think it was called Premiere, the one that let me go to Disneyland and Walt Disney World. I still have that thing. I feel like that thing is obviously it's worthless, but has like a sentimental value because at some point in my life I was so adventurous that I was like, I'm gonna go to Disneyland and Walt Disney World. That's kind of crazy. I can't do that so much anymore. I have a baby now, but it's crazy. Not sure if you already, but bring back People Mover. So I was saying I put that in with the Tomorrowland revamp. I just threw it in I have it at the very top. That was like number 3. We got George. Am I reading that right? 50. 50. What? I was like, am I reading that right? I'm sorry if that was already posted. I feel like I'm behind. I'm catching up. George Campos dropping 50. Thank you for all the blessings, man. Holy macaroni. You're the greatest, man. No, you guys are the greatest. Our community is the greatest. You everybody watching Talking Crazy Talk with me. You guys are amazing. You're the amazing ones, not me. But thank you, George. I really appreciate that, man. Incredible generosity, my friend. Thank you. Seriously. That aftertaste is not it. I'm assuming you're talking about the French fries. They suck. I'm not going to even sugarcoat it. They suck. They literally suck. The Disneyland French fries suck. But one more time, George, thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Let's see. I miss being able to enter and exit Disneyland via monorail. I could get on the monorail in Disneyland and go back to my room at the hotel and be back in the park via monorail in less than an hour. I feel like that was a thing a very long time ago. I've gotten a lot of conversations, and trust me, I'm in the same boat of like, why are you so scared to move the monorail? Many smart people have told me it's because it falls under old codes. It falls under old regulations. And if they were to do things to the monorail, like drastic things, like move the route, you are talking a lot of money, because then all of a sudden you have to do 2026 codes, 2026 rules and regulations and safety standards and whatever the case might be. And my argument is, well, isn't that a good thing for the future? Or are we just going to live off these old rules for like the next 100 years? What? I always, my monorail argument goes long and deep, but I'm like, if there was ever a time to be like, okay, we could justify moving the monorail. Avatar, like, what more? The movie that brings billions to the company. I've had some deep conversations about the monorail. I talk a lot of Disneyland with a lot of people every day. Oh, man. Yes, dinner many times, always aligned. We're talking about the Tahitian. I've been to Tahitian Terrace dinner show at least 6 times. Man, that's some cool memories. I wish I had a memory like of that. It must have been cool. That porch of the tiki room. To be honest, lots of people that come for one day usually bring their own food. And there's nothing wrong with that. Hey, nothing wrong. I don't blame them. Save that money. Save that money, man. Let me see. Oh, Kiko Man soy sauce sponsor. Wow. I was like, what is Kiko Man? We're talking 1960s, that's before my time. Kiko Man still exists? That's still a thing? Kiko Man soy sauce? Is that still a thing? Yeah, hell yeah, that's a thing. Wow. This has to be a $1 billion company. Like this soy, there's never another option. It's only this. I just got to put the value. Kiko Man company value. I'm just curious. I don't know what. What? Trillion? Kikoman market cap. Dude. Who would have thought that? Like, hey, I have this idea. I think we should do soy sauce. It's $1 billion idea. Do you want to do it? Do you want to be part of my company? You imagine when somebody told you that? Look, I have $1 billion idea. Soy sauce. Dude. Wow. That's a monopoly. Who the hell is second? Like, god damn. If I ever get a time machine, I want to be all part of Kikoman. I want to be all of. I want to own as much Kikoman as I can. Wow. Wow. Oh man, Yamasa. Let me look that up. I can't recall Yamasa. Yamasa soy sauce. You know, I want to say I don't recall Yamasa anywhere, like at a restaurant. It seems like Kikoman must be the default. Like you do any kind of dining that involves soy sauce, Kikoman. Wow, Kikoman. I wish I started a soy sauce company. I'd be pretty damn rich. Oh my gosh. That's shocking to me. That's shocking. Pretty sure Walt would want things like the monorail to evolve and expand. Who knows what Walt would want? You know, talk about Walt Disney. I saw it on Twitter, and it was talking about how many CEOs Disney has had, like the Disney company. And come to find out, Walt Disney was never actually the CEO of his own company. I think it was Roy Disney. I don't know. At the end of the day, he was the entity of it all. But he's not like really in the conversation of CEOs. Walt Disney, that's kind of crazy. But who cares? He was the inventor. He is Disney. We got a super chat from Turbo Man, dropping 2. Stop raising prices on everything every year. Yeah, man. You know, I'll put that on there. I feel like a lot of people would agree with that. Stop raising prices so much on everything. I could actually give you I don't even want to say it's a funny example. Do you guys know the sweater that has like Sorcerer Mickey on the back? It was like viral. Everybody wants it. It was like a zip up. I think it even says Disneyland on the back, and it was a Sorcerer Mickey on the back. Danny bought. I guess it was like sold out for a while, and it just restocked at World of Disney. That last trip I went with Danny, we walked through World of Disney before we left the park. We just wanted to see if anything new was merch wise. And Danny was like, "Oh, the sweater." And he didn't want it, but his friend wanted it. So he called his friend and he was like, "Hey, they have the sweater. Do you want me to get it? What size are you? Whatever." And Danny picked up the sweater and it said $85.99. and it was it had like a 85. I'm pretty sure it was 85.99, and it was marked like somebody had a pen and they just drew a line through it. Like, nope, it's not that price. And then it had like a sticker, which is kind of weird. Like, why wouldn't you just put the sticker in front of the old price? But they didn't. And the new price, I think it was 90. So in that sweater coming back, Disney was like, this thing's so popular, they'll pay. I know this sounds to me. These people will pay anything. $90. And yeah, people are still buying it at $90. I'm blessed to know a lot of cast members. I go to Company D all the time. So if you ever see me wearing anything cool that's Disney related, I got it at Company D. You could even say that for all the Universal stuff I wear. I get everything at Company D. At Universal, I get it Take Two. I buy lots of gifts for like friends and family at Take Two, and it always feels good. Like, I got you that Hello Kitty fanny pack. Like, I just got my Thea one, and that thing was like $40 or something. And then for me, it costs, I think, $11. I bought it at Take Two for $11, so that was really nice. But yeah, prices, yeah, there's no end in sight. They keep going up. They keep going up. We got Brian. Brian. 55 months. Wow. What's up, Mondo? Bring back the Magic Key After Hour Power Hour for Haunted Mansion Holiday. And do the same for Small World. Fire it up. I got that. Right here. Magic Key night events like Haunted Mansion, 10 to 12, only Magic Key, and Small World. I'll put Small World on there too. Now you got me thinking, what ride should Disneyland give Magic Key holders like a power hour? I'm just saying, it'd be very cool. Very, 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 very cool. If they could give us a power hour, like 10 to 11 or 10 to 12, Rise of the Resistance! Rise of the Resistance! Do it! It's kind of smart to do these after, I don't want to call it after dark events. It's kind of smart to do these, I'm just going to call them power hours. I don't even know what else to call it. Power hours for Magic Key. You know why? Because all of a sudden you got a bunch of people really late in the park that normally would never stay this late. But because you're offering them shorter wait times for this specific ride, all of a sudden you got all these Magic Keys that are here late. I think that's a good thing. I would do that a lot. Because guess what? You got to eat dinner. Guess what? You've probably smelled churros and popcorn like 10 times since you've been in here. You're probably going to spend money. I would do that a lot, man. Like once a month or something. I don't know. I would do that. I would do that a lot. Like if I was Disneyland, that's a very good idea. The reason I say Rise of the Resistance would be a good one, because it usually closes like early. So just keep it open late, one day out of the month for Magic Key. And that would go a long way, man. A lot of people would be like, man, I'll take a 10-minute wait on Rise. I don't know. I feel like a lot of Magic Key holders would spend a lot of money if they were at Disneyland late. They're at Disneyland late. Yeah, how has nobody said this one? Lightsaber show in Galaxy's Edge. Man, I could go on like a 10-minute rant about that. I'm just gonna lock it in, and I'll leave it at that. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Lightsaber show in Galaxy's Edge. I put that one in all caps. That one's important. The Japanese barbecue sauce from Costco slaps. Tastes like teriyaki sauce. What's it called? Can you give me the name? Because I love teriyaki sauce. You know, sorry to go off in these tangents, but like, it is hard to find a good teriyaki spot. Like the Flame Broilers or whatever, any of those chains that sell rice and chicken and whatever with teriyaki sauce. It just doesn't cut it. Like, I want something above that. And it's not that easy. It seems like the new cool thing lately is like hot chicken and stuff like that. And who the hell wants that? I don't want hot chicken ever. I love me a good teriyaki spot. But what I'm trying to say is I always wished I could find a good teriyaki sauce and then I just make teriyaki chicken at home. At the end of the day, I would like to just make my own teriyaki chicken at home. You know, that beats going anywhere. I could make more and probably better. But you got to find good teriyaki sauce. Like, I don't know of a good teriyaki sauce. I know that sounds weird, but it's not so easy. All that money and Kiko Man still has the sauce packets that make a huge mess. I hate them. I know exactly what you're talking about. Where like even if you crack those Kiko Man sauces, the packs, you just crack it a little bit. Ah! And Kiko Man sauce, like it's part of your shirt for the rest of your life. Oh man. That's crazy. Crazy. All right, I'm just reading right now. Tomorrow should do a revamped Starcade in Tomorrowland with Fortnite exclusives. That's man, I don't know how you do that. I'll put it on here. I'm not going to discredit that. Fortnite exclusive Starcade Tomorrowland. You know, I keep wondering how tomorrow's going to do the whole Fortnite thing. They spent a lot of money on that Fortnite collab. I know some of that technology is going into Smuggler's Run, if I'm not mistaken. Like that's happening, but they don't want it to just end with that. They want to keep using it. I wonder where else that kind of technology would go. I don't mean to like piss you guys off, but does anybody care about Starcade? Or is it just irrelevancy at this point? It's just a dead thing that existed and it's just never really come back to do anything. Does Starcade matter to you? I guess that's the right question. I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear from you. Buy Kiko Man teriyaki and pineapple sauce in a glass jar. Where do I buy that though? Like, is that like a Target or do I have to go to like a fancy store or something? You know, I don't know if I've ever bought Kiko Man. Like, I feel like I bought Kiko Man. I don't even know if it was soy sauce one time. One time I made like dumplings and I bought something, but I don't think it was Kiko Man. It was at Trader Joe. I don't think Trader Joe has Kiko Man. That's usually where I shop is Trader Joe. We got a super chat from Brian. They need to bring back park exclusive Funko Pops on Disney attractions like the Goat from Thunder Mountain or the Country Bears and the Vinylmations. Dude, I have a sick photo. I think I could post it. Like I could find it. Now that you're talking about that, let me see. Man, like what would I search? I used. Oh, man. I guess I would search this day. August 5th. Wow. August 5th. Let me see if I can find this. I have a cool picture of a Funko Pop, and it's the exact thing that you're talking about. But I just have to find it. I guess I got to go all the way back to 2018. That's kind of when they did those things. Oh, dude, I collected the Haunted Mansion one. I had the Splash Mountain one. I honestly want to say I had the Matterhorn one. You know, who knows what I did with these Funko Pops? I don't think I ever sold them or nothing. So maybe they're just in my storage somewhere. Was it 2018? I got it. There we go. I'll post it on my X. Sounds so stupid when I say that. Man, this thing has to like download from the iCloud. It's such an old photo. One of the best Disneyland Funkos ever. Let me see. Let me go to my X. It sounds so stupid when I say it. Let me go to my X. Where is it? There we go. It's one of my best photos I've ever taken, actually. Look at that. If I'm not mistaken, that is worth a lot of money. Obviously I took it out of the box. Like I was never going to be like, oh, I'm going to save this. It's going to be worth $1 million. Like I just was like, I want that on my desk right here so I could look at it. But I used to have a different desk back in the day. I'm at a new desk now. Now I just have Five Nights at Freddy's all over my desk. But yeah, Disneyland used to do attraction Funkos. I'm not sure how many they flushed out back then, but yeah. They had a Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, it was red. I have that one too. Somewhere. I have it somewhere. I remember that. I'll put it on the list. Disneyland attraction Funkos. You know, I just want to say this. Funko's, it's like a dying company, if I'm not mistaken. People are not buying Funkos like they used to. It's not like this. It's not what it was, I guess, in 2018. And if I'm not mistaken, like Funko, the company is like really financially struggling. I don't know how long I read that or saw a video or something, but I remember I was like, wow, Funko's struggling? But yeah. And I would always think too of like Funko's is like chasing the dragon. It just never ends. They're always trying to pick at your nostalgia, pick at your thing you love. Because Funko's is an impulse buy. You know, they gotta make you want to buy it right then and there. But yeah. I don't know. I feel like people don't buy Funkos no more. Uh, Let me see. I think fireworks shows should be longer than 12 minutes. I'm curious if that's an Anaheim thing or a Disneyland thing. I don't know the answer to that. Uh, but is Walt Disney World? Don't they have like 20-minute fireworks? But I guess that's Walt Disney World, right? They do things bigger. Bring back the Country Bear Show with new music to Disneyland. I'll put that on there. Bring back Country Bear Jamboree to Disneyland. I always heard a rumor that there's been this is obviously all made up. That there's like rumor that Winnie the Pooh could just become Country Bear Jamboree one day. But it wouldn't be like Winnie the Pooh's disappearing. It's just Winnie the Pooh's going to get a proper attraction like it was supposed to have got from the beginning. Like the one in Tokyo. And I feel like that's probably still a possibility. Winnie the Pooh is a god. When it comes down to merch, Winnie the Pooh is just the same like a Lilo and Stitch and all that other stuff. Winnie the Pooh just sells. For whatever reason, whatever kind of fandom and nostalgia that Winnie the Pooh has garnered over so many years, people buy it every day, all day. Like, Winnie the Pooh's strong. It's a strong brand. It really is. It really, really is. So I've heard that. I don't know if anybody else has heard a rumor like that, but I have heard that. I think if Country Bears do come, I don't think it'll be DCA. I really feel like it'd be Disneyland. Like, I think they want that at Disneyland. Okay, one thing I want to put on here. Nobody said it. Maybe somebody said it. I don't know. But I want to put this on here. Disneyland Railroad Halloween theme. I think I'll put Halloween / Christmas. This is some crazy talk right here. I haven't put that much thought into it. Because it's like, do I really want to put my energy into it? But I think one of the coolest things that could ever happen at Disneyland is a Halloween layover, like a Halloween re-theme. It's a seasonal thing, a Halloween re-theme. And my mind then went, well, if we could do a Halloween theme, why can't we do a seasonal theme as well for Christmas? And it would be a great way to, I don't even know how to pronounce this word right now. Reinvigorate. Reinvigorate. What I'm trying to say is rejuvenate the love and passion for the Disneyland Railroad. I'm not saying the Disneyland Railroad doesn't get love or is not adored by many, but I think Disneyland Railroad getting a Halloween overlay would just, Disneyland's already in God tier. It would just put it further, deeper. Ain't nobody touching the greatness of Disneyland. And I think it'd be a great way to honor Walt Disney. He loved the train. It was all about the trains. It was one of the most important things of Disneyland was the train. And I think doing a Halloween layover or a Halloween takeover would be sick. And it could just, it doesn't even have to be too complicated. Because there's certain sections that you could just do all sorts of theming and props and music, new narration. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff. And when I thought about the Halloween one, I was like, oh, we could just kill it very easily. There's a lot of Halloween or stuff that could just apply during Halloween. That would be great. Let me just throw one out there. There's a part where you go through Galaxy's Edge on that backside and you go in a tunnel. Imagine if it was Dr. Facilier. Let me hit that music real quick. I just want to put this visual in your head. Let me see. Disneyland Railroad POV. Let me see. Where is it? Right here. So, projections, music, maybe even a prop, like a static figure. Let me go to YouTube. Dr. Facilier. Dr. Facilier song.
Respect me, little man. I can read your mind, and I got friends in the past. The other side, freedom I seen, but
all right, I think it's right here. Let me find this song.
in your future, a poor sinner's hand. Yeah.
There it is. Okay. I got it. All right, hold on. Oh, I'm like getting chills. I'm getting chills thinking about this. So, right. So right here, the Galaxy's Edge area. I guess you're going into Toontown. You're going to Toontown. So right here, let me see.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Oh my gosh. It'd go so hard. It would go so hard right here. Woo! 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 And if you were to do this, it ain't affecting nothing. Like, it'd just be captured in there. You know what I mean? And it's dark in there. It's dark in there, even in the daytime. Am I crazy for asking that? Anybody else think that's cool? Or am I just am I just in a lonely island about this train? Am I on a lonely island, or you guys are like, you're crazy, Mondo? Oh man, we got a super chat, Brian. Dropping the five. They need to fix up Tom Sawyer Island. It's so sad when you go there. Most of the interactive stuff doesn't even work anymore. And fix the fort for guests. That has to be on here, dude. I don't know that. Yeah, that Tom Sawyer. Hold on. Where we go? Sawyer. Am I spelling Sawyer? I'm missing a Y. I'm like, doesn't look right. Tom Sawyer Island refurb. Big time. I'm just going to put that big time. No, you're right. Tom Sawyer Island's a disaster. Nothing works. I did that with Danny the last time I was over there, and I was like, this doesn't, and I had Max with me too, and I was like, this doesn't work. This doesn't work. Do they even care? Like, if I had to just be honest, I think Disneyland president, they're literally like, we don't even care about Tom Sawyer Island. We're putting no money into refurbing nothing. We ain't doing it. It's just not worth our time, not worth our money and resources. And they haven't cared. They haven't cared. It honestly feels like 2 years. I almost want to say since the fire happened at Fantasmic, they haven't cared about Tom Sawyer Island. It sucks. I like Tom Sawyer Island. Has anybody mentioned bring back Sky Buckets, Skyway? Where would they put it? Where would they put it? I'll throw it on there, but I don't even know where that would go. Bring back Skyway buckets. I love the idea of a Halloween train. I like your idea. Imagine that song playing during the uphill of Tiana's. Well, that's one of the things I was thinking. I was like, that's such a disaster that it was never used at all. Dr. Facilier don't even exist on that ride. It would be great to give a little redemption arc for Dr. Facilier on the train. It'd be good. It'd be really good. If they somehow could have the train go through Space Mountain or Matterhorn. Wow. Never going to happen, Peter. That's some crazy thinking. And I think the reason I say it's never going to happen because it goes under the same boat of like the regulations that all those attractions are in are so old and outdated that Disneyland just falls under this like different rules of the past. And if they would put a train route through either Matterhorn or Space Mountain, so much would have to change. And all of a sudden, Disneyland would fall under the you got to redo all of that, all of it. You not even a little. You got to redo everything, and make it under correspondence of the lay of the land, the laws of the land of the current era. And Disneyland's scared of that. They're very scared of that. So that's what stuff like that will just never happen. Sky buckets are kind of coming back. Disneyland Forward and the Skyliner idea. I know. I thought that too. That's why I was like, where would they do Skyliner? You'd probably, or Sky buckets. We got 42 months. I'm a seal. I'm a seal. Go! Bring back Mickey's Magical Map. I can't believe, man. I'm going to put that uppercase. Bring back Mickey's Magical Map. Oh, dude. We didn't know how good we had it back then with that show. Mickey's Magical Map 5 Fires. Did I ever do a video of that? Do I even have a video? I just got the Tiana part. Maybe the Tiana part was new and that's why I posted it. Why did I just post only the Tiana part? That's so weird. You know what's crazy? We had princesses literally singing. Like it wasn't lip singing. They were physically singing. singing. I know Bluey's coming soon, and it'll probably be great, but it's not. It's not this. Bluey is not this. Disaster, man. Look at that. Look at these like physical things they were doing with the screen, obviously. But yeah, Mickey's Magical Map. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the Mickey that like moves his mouth and blinks and has all those animations. Man. I love the Tiana part. So much energy here. Who would have known? I would have enjoyed that show a little bit more back then. Who would have known? It was just goodbye. Never see you again. Crazy. So crazy. I miss that show. All right. I think 34 items that we got. All right. I'm going to read through these. And then I have a question at the end, okay? So, the Disneyland to-do list, wishful thinking. No reservations, good French fries, Tomorrowland 3.0, more rare classic characters, fireworks and after dark events, thicker toilet paper, Dragon back in Fantasmic, no 11 a.m. park hopper rule, a show at the Hyperion, new and different parades, Ghost Galaxy Space Mountain, bring back early entry for hotel guests, bring back fire effects to the castle, entertainment in the Golden Horseshoe, faster security process, new layover for Smuggler's Run, Magic Key night events like Haunted Mansion, 10 to 12 a.m. or p.m. only Magic Keys and Small World, Mickey's Not So Scary at Disneyland, revamped DOS system, give Inspire Key the 2 weeks back in Christmas, bring back music entertainment at Trader Sam's, bring back Magic Key magnets, McDonald's French fries make a return, World of Color original with added segments, bring back physical passes for Magic Keys, stop raising prices so much on everything, lightsaber show in Galaxy's Edge, Fortnite exclusive Starcade Tomorrowland, Disneyland attraction Funko Pops, bring back Country Bear Jamboree to Disneyland, Disneyland Railroad Halloween Christmas theme, Tom Sawyer Island refurb, big time, bring back Skyway buckets, and bring back Mickey's Magical Map. Say Disneyland did a lot of this. Would you even be happy? Would you be happy if Disneyland did these things, or would you there'll be 34 new items that you're still upset about, and you guys just keep complaining? Or if Disneyland did do these things, would it be like the magic's back? I'm so happy. Like, this is the Disneyland that I remember. This is the Disneyland that I just want to grow up with, grow old with. How do you feel if Disneyland did a lot of this stuff here? And a lot of this stuff that we got on this list is like not unreasonable. It really isn't. It's not like you guys are like, we need Fantasmic Land or a Fantastic Four land. We need a Lilo and Stitch land. Like, nobody asked for that kind of crazy. Like a lot of this, you know, since you guys are the fans, you guys are the guests of Disneyland. Like this is some legit, real. This is what people want. Super happy. I'm already happy. I'd be thrilled. Stop raising prices. You're so funny. We need you to do one of these for Universal. We should do a Universal one, right? We should. That one I feel like would be different. That one would probably be a lot harsher. The magic would be so back. I would be super happy that finally Disneyland would bring back all of this. Disney fans just want the magic back, man. You know, somebody. Oh gosh, I think that's probably that is it. Disney fans just want the magic back. Not that Disneyland's not magical, obviously, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, Noah. We already had a lot of this. I got budget cut. Oh, man. Old Mom Jen, just give me the dragon. Just give me the dragon.